of Atlanta. Hair care products and other items tossed in that Clayton County parking lot. And we also have some new video tonight that shows items seized from Beauty Mart on Upper Riverdale Road tossed into that landfill. Atlanta News First Joshua Skinner continues our team coverage tonight. Joshua?
Yeah, Blair. In fact, right behind me, police, you could just hear them on a megaphone. They were talking, asking people to disperse. You can see behind me, it all happened here at this Beauty Mart. I have covered all kinds of police scenes over the years. I've never seen as many police at a place as I did this afternoon, but you can still see a couple of stragglers out here hoping to find some remaining items. That's all been moved away. But again, this all started over beauty supplies. It started during the eviction.
This is what it looked like on the inside.
When all the merchandise was moved to the lot.
Not the beauty supply store done got evicted. So we out here because they gonna let us get everything from the store and grab whatever we can grab.
The parking lot was full.
Yeah, it was bad.
The parking lot was full like 1996 Freaknik.
According to a law enforcement source at the scene, the size of the growing crowd became a safety hazard.
And that's the reason why they're like this now, because they couldn't control the crowd. Even if they would have moved the caution tape, it would have been too much of a commotion.
As morning shifted into afternoon and the temperatures climbed, it became clear that the Clayton County Sheriff's Office was not going to let people get to the items.
It turned into cops basically getting aggravated with the crowd.
There was no violence, but bystanders wondered if all this was necessary.
I've counted 42 police cars in this area, and I've never seen this many police, even for a shooting.
Eventually, people got their answer. Nearly a dozen massive trucks and trailers rolled in, and men with state prisoner jumpsuits began throwing the products into the trucks, with the people watching in disbelief.
And it just seems odd that, you know, for some merchandise from a beauty mart, you get the entire county police force to come out.
Law enforcement on scene did not say where the beauty items were going, but if the video is any indication, the dump. And they didn't exactly say which dump they were taking it to. They just showed that video of the dump and the items being destroyed. They say don't go and look at dumps and try and find it. They're destroying it. It's not going to be available. Now, we also reached out to the listed store owner of the Beauty Mart, and we did not get a response. That person did not answer. We also spoke to a former employee here at the Beauty Mart. She told us that this used to be a very popular place until about 3 years ago when the owner passed away. She said their children took over, and it's kind of just been going a little bit downhill since with a poor economy, the pandemic. The store just hasn't been what it once was, and it eventually obviously wound up closing, and its items strewn all over the front of this parking lot. But again, it was an intense scene, but there was no violence, just a bunch of loud, somewhat angry, and hot people standing by and watching. Reporting
What's up, everybody? Hope your day's going pretty good today. My day's going pretty good. Got a store for y'all today, coming out of Georgia, located in Clayton County. And shout out to everybody in Clayton County. Now, as you've seen in the video, there was a beauty supply store being evicted. And you see people all in the parking lot just waiting to get their hands on some of this product. And for those of you who ever been into a beauty supply store, they have a lot of stuff inside of these beauty supply stores. And this store here looked like it was a pretty big store. They be having stuff from clothes, shoes, purses, wallets, hair products. Sometimes they even be selling stuff like little bitty bicycles and stuff for kids, and cell phone cases and all that type of stuff. But anyway, they said it was a little looting going on in the midst of that process. I don't know if it was going on after they brought the stuff to the parking lot or before. But some people was already going inside the store taking stuff anyway. And I say to myself, why not if they're being evicted? And they take all the stuff to the parking lot, as you can see right here in this picture. I even seen some people running around with some trash bags, ready to go get their hands on some of these items. Because there are a lot of items that are located in this big pile that could help a lot of people out in that community. Just period. And you also seen in the video that they had brought in inmates to come load up the stuff and put it inside of these big trucks here. And I understand that people probably was thinking to themselves, where are they taking this stuff? Are they finna go sell this stuff? Are they finna go give this stuff away to people that are in need in the community? No, they didn't do that. They took this stuff and threw it in the landfill. Why are y'all taking this stuff and putting it in the landfill when y'all could just let these people that are standing around make some money off of it, take it home, put some hair grease on their head, or braid that little girl hair up or their little boy hair up, but y'all rather go take this stuff and throw it in the trash. Shame on the Clayton County for this. How selfish the government around there or the community that had something to do with this to go take this stuff and just go throw it in the trash. Now, there was a company that I worked for before. They will have a bunch of produce and a bunch of items that come from the grocery store. They'll take all this produce and all these items from the grocery store. First of all, they'll have, let's say we have a Hot Pocket. They will have you to go take the Hot Pocket, take it out of the wrapper, throw it in this bin. And they'll take it out in the back and put it in a big old compost trash can, big old dumpster looking thing. And they call it compost. And they'll go take all this stuff and probably sell it to the farmers to feed it to the pigs, to feed it to whatever animals they want to feed it to. Maybe even throw it in the field for fertilizer. And I said to myself, why don't they take this stuff and give it to the homeless? Go give it to a food bank so people that are in need can have something to eat. Why not? But no, we are living in the times now. People are selfish. Stores are selfish. And I understand it's their product. Why not help the community out in the midst of all of this? Like I just said, they could have took all of these items and let the people get it. That way, it would not be wasted at all. But all of this product was wasted. Threw it into the landfill. And I guarantee some of those people that work in that landfill was probably going through this stuff. That's if they even took it to the landfill. These are just pictures that they may have done this. It's a messed up situation out here in these streets, in this world, period. You got children out there hungry. You got families out there that's in the need of certain things. But they would just not help you at all. No help. And yes, you may say to yourself, people ought to get out and go work. People ought to get out and grind. They ought to get out and do what they got to go do. Go get a job so they can go buy these items. True. But if I'm going to give away something for free, why not just let anybody come get this stuff? Why not? I don't understand it. Leave in the comments and let me know what understanding y'all have about this. I have not one lick of understanding. Not one lick of understanding at all about this. All those families, all those people that's standing around could have benefit from these items. But y'all want to take it and just throw it in the landfill. Maybe it's because of the black community. Maybe. Maybe not. But either way it go, work for what you want. Don't be out here trying to steal stuff and break in stores and try to loot. Work for it. And I know this message is hard for some people. Some people it's not going to work. Some people are just straight up hustlers in the street. And hey, I salute you for that. As long as you ain't killing nobody or harming no children or anything like that, get your bread. I'm not talking about selling no drugs, because drugs is harming the community. Straight up. But I believe they should have gave this stuff out to these people. I wouldn't have seen nothing wrong with this. That's the question mark that's sitting over my head. Why? And another thing, they said the owner had died like 3 years ago, and the family members took over, and I guess they got behind in payments, and probably wasn't paying taxes or was not paying their rent or whatever could have been going on at the time, they probably just jet off and head out of town. Because a lot of time it be these Chinese people that own these type of stores. Sometimes they do it a lot. They'll get their stuff, but I never really heard about them just giving some money away like that. Heck, they cut up every piece of the chicken and sell it. So why in the world they would just leave their store and just allow it to be done like this? It's a big question mark. Did somebody else in their family die? Or did somebody in their family get on drugs or stop taking care of the bills? I wonder. If you stay in Clayton County, put in the comments of what happened really. What really happened? Because this here is very questionable. They could have gave this stuff to the community. Don't make any sense at all to me. And if you ever been to a food bank, some of these food banks around here be giving people the food that they may get from Walmart or some type of grocery store. They'll have these little dinners and stuff like that and hot pockets and stuff. They'll give it out to the homeless, and sometimes I say to myself, how are they going to warm this stuff up? But that don't matter because they are giving it to somebody that really need it. A homeless person will find out a way to warm their food up. Whether you believe it or not, they'll find a way. Whether they got to go to a convenience store and go in there and warm it up, they'll find a way to warm this food up. Shoot, it's about 100 degrees outside now. You set a hot pocket out on side on some concrete somewhere, it'll be warm up before you know it. But I think when stuff like this happening to these communities, they ought to just let the community get this stuff. I think so, especially if you're going to take it and throw it into the landfill. Leave a comment. I would like to know your thoughts about this and tell me what y'all think about this. Do y'all think they should have gave this out to the community? Or do you think they did the right thing by taking it and by throwing it into the landfill, allegedly? Because I don't really think they did that. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. Take care of your business. And don't allow your business to go like this. Holla at you.